boils down to a very simple fact, and it's a determination of fact that the lower court has to make. The Supreme Court has taken this case, has given Donald Trump all the time he needs, but the ultimate question of fact of whether the acts committed by Donald Trump were part of his official acts, even in the outer perimeter, and or that they were criminal acts and therefore not anywhere near the official acts or the outer perimeter of the official acts, that is the core question. And that is a fact-finding question. And I believe that the Supreme Court structured the question presented in such a way as to remand the case, obviously, with instruction of what they think of criminal immunity. And from this brief, the answer is there is immunity from criminal liability because those acts were official. But the counter argument is that there is no immunity because those acts were not official, not even in the outer perimeters, but rather criminal in nature and has nothing to do with president's official acts. So the doctrine of absolute presidential immunity from criminal prosecution for official acts, that says the court should order the dismissal of the indictment in its entirety under the doctrine of absolute immunity from criminal prosecution for official acts. So if, however, the court finds necessary to consider the extent to which criminal immunity applies here, the court may hold that criminal immunity presents a grave constitutional question, and a clear statement rules prevent the charged statutes from being interpreted to apply to the president or his official acts. So he's saying that congressional statutes don't apply to president. On its face, it kind of slaps the Constitution that says the president is to take care that the laws be faithfully executed, So statutes that do not apply expressly to the president must be construed as not applying to the president if such application would involve a possible conflict with the president's constitutional prerogatives. There are no constitutional prerogatives for the president to be counting votes. Therefore, the statutes do apply because they are not part of the president's constitutional duties. So, I'm skimming over this to talk about, and there are so many references to official duties that it wants to sort of blast it, and in doing so, push off DOJ's allegations that those acts were not official acts, that they were criminal acts. And mind you, the way that the Supreme Court phrased the question presented, it was asking that they were asking with the presumption that these were allegedly official acts. So the DOJ has to push back against that as well, that no, they were not official acts. They were not in a sphere of protected action that Donald's attorneys claim.